In this video, I'm going to show you how manufacturing module is working, and I've already created a stock item being manufactured, which I will use in my production order, and this is a configurable food processor as an example. So here in manufacturing tab, I specified production for default mark for section, meaning that the system will select the mark for production checkbox in the production order line. This one means that the mark for production checkbox is automatically selected in the production order when a line with this item is added to a sales order, and MRP item means that the item is included in the material requirements planning. So this is our item, and usually the costing of manufactured items includes cost of materials bought to make an item, also cost of labor, factory overhead, machinery, and tooling used in production. So now I will guide you through the process of preparing everything for creating a production order, configuring item to order, completing and closing the order. For example, let's suppose that you need to add a tool cost to the cost of a produced item. So in this case, you need to create a tool on a tools form. Here I've already created hammer and screwdriver tools as an example, which I will use in my item assembly process. Further, let's suppose that assembly will take place in the specific warehouse in a specific work center. In Acumatica ERP Manufacturing Edition, a work center corresponds to a physical or virtual location in a warehouse or production facility. So in order to create a work center, first of all, we need to create labor codes. I already prepared two labor codes for direct and indirect labor expenses where I specified the type, labor account, etc. Then we need to create a work calendar. I prepared two calendars, main and overtime, and here I specified calendar ID, time zone, days of week, start time and end time. And this work calendar we will use in the work center settings for work. Also, I created two shifts, one for overtime work, another one for Monday to Friday work. Where I specified the crew size, the hourly amount or rate. You can choose either amount or rate. And now, after you created labor codes, work calendar, and shift, you can create needed work centers on the work center form. So I already prepared a work center where the assembly of my item will be performed, and here I specified the work center ID, warehouse, general settings, and added two shifts with the respective work calendars. So now, in order to be able to create a production order, you need to create a bill of material, a document where your organization can plan the process of producing a stock item, where you can add materials, work instructions, tools, attributes, and overhead costs to an operation. So we will create a bill of material for the stock item at the assembly operation, which is performed in the dedicated work center. Then we will add materials, steps, and tools for the operation. And finally, we will view the total cost of the bill of material. So let's go to bill of material and add bill of material screen and add a new record. Here we need to choose our item, which we already prepared. We also need to choose a workhouse. We can actually save it, and now we can start adding operation which is needed to produce this particular item. Let's fill the operation ID field, and here we should specify the work center, which is the required field, and let's choose the work center we already prepared. Labor costs are determined on the work center level. So that's why we need to specify it here. After that, we need to fill the setup time, which is also required. So this is actually the time it takes to prepare to start the operation. Let's put, for example, 30 minutes. Run units is the number of units produced during the specified runtime for the operation. Let's put, for example, 3. And runtime is the time required to produce the specified run units of the operation. Let's leave it as it is, 1 minute. 1 hour, sorry. And actually we can save it again, and we can start adding materials which is required for this particular operation. So let's add, for example, some items. We can specify here the required quantity needed to perform this operation, and we can save it. In this step, you can write the instruction required to perform the operation. For example, you can write here the steps or some other rules that workers need to know. On the tools step, we can add the tools involved in the assembly process. As we already created tools, they are listed here. And for example, let's add here a screwdriver in the quantity of 1 and save our bill of material. So now our bill of material is actually ready to be activated. To do this, we need to remove the hold, clear the hold box, and we see that the status was changed to active. We also have one setting here to set it as default bill of material. So it means that when we go to our inventory item on manufacturing tab, this bill of material will be listed, indicated on the default BOM ID section. Also, let's view our total cost of our bill of material to make sure that we have specified all settings of the bill of material correctly. So we go to the More menu and select here Calculate BOM cost. And here we can see the labor cost, which was determined on the work center level, as I already mentioned. Here we can see other costs, material, tools, and unit cost. So it's totals. Okay. Now I want to show you how items can be configured to order in Acumatica ERP. You can use the configurator in both sales orders and production orders. The product configurator translates product knowledge into a set of rules to guide through all the steps necessary to produce a valid product and its options. A configure to order item must be a stock item, so we can use the same item as we used here. Each item to be configured must be set up as a configured item, source of manufacturing, contain a bill of material which we already created, and have an active revision configuration definition. So let's go to the configurator preferences screen where we can review the default settings of the product configurators. And here you can change anything if needed. So here you can set up settings related to configuration itself. After that, we need to create some features which we will use for the particular item. For example, I created here a paint color feature with white paint and gray paint option. It's like a simple example so that you understand the meaning of features. So features are a list of options available for user selection. To set up a configuration for a specific item, let's go to the configuration maintenance screen. So let's add here a new record. Here you can see that we need to select our bill of material, which we created previously, and I think it's this one. And the inventory ID was selected automatically here. So here we can add our features. For example, let's add our paint color, which I already created. And we can save it. Also, we need to actually select the operation ID for which these options will be available. Okay, so now we should change the status to active because it will not allow us to select this configuration ID if it has pending or inactive status. Now, if we go to our item screen, to manufacturing tab, we see that it was automatically selected here as configuration ID. And this means now that the item is configurable. So now we can create either a production or sales order with configurator. For example, let's create a sales order. Let's choose a new customer here. It's not important, and choose our item. Notice that the system selected the checkbox in the configurable column of the line, which indicates that the item is configurable. Let's put some unit price and quantity. And after we save our sales order, we can see that the configure button became available for us. And if we press on it, we can see that we can choose any option of this feature. So for example, let's choose a white paint and press finish. So we have just created a sales order with the configurable item. And we can actually do the same as seen on the production order as well. And we also can create a production order from this sales order for this item. But now I want to show you how to create a production order from scratch. So we need to go to the production order maintenance form and press add a new record. Select the order type, which I created on the production order type form. We also need to select an inventory ID. Warehouse and location were selected automatically, and we need to specify quantity to produce, meaning how many items we need to produce in this order. For example, let's put 3, and we see that it was copied to the quantity remaining box. And on References tab, we can see the Configure button, which means that the item is configurable, because if it was not configurable, we would not see this information at all. And it actually opens the same configuration entry screen as on sales order, where we can select options for the feature. And by the way, here you can add as many features as you want, and different options for them. So let's select gray paint and press finish. So okay, and we just configured the item, and now we can release our production order. And now in the totals tab, we can see the plant section, and we can review here the plant labor time and the plant cost for production of our food processor. The system calculates the plant time based on the values we have specified in our bill of material. So you can review it in totals tab. And now we should issue the components for our production order. To do this, we should go to the More menu and press Release Materials, and it redirects us to Material Wizard form with a list of components from our production order. And this is inventory items which we specified in our bill of material, which were needed to perform our operations. So here we select all, and it opens a materials form, and the system creates the material transaction, and here we just need to remove it from hold and press release. Okay, so the system released the material transaction, and actually we can check, like double check it on the issues form, that the respective inventory issue with the components from our production order were has been created and released. So it's like a double check. Also, when let's go back to our production order. And when the produced when each operation is completed, the worker creates a labor transaction. We can do it directly on the labor form, but also we can do it on our production order by going to the More menu and pressing Create Labor Transaction. So here it already selected the correct production order number, inventory ID, operation ID. We still need to fill the employee. Let's choose this one, for example, and we can choose a shift, for example, this one. Also, we need to specify the labor time, meaning how many time a worker spent on this operation. For example, let's put 2 hours 10 minutes, and quantity, which means how many items were produced during this operation. Let's put 3 here and save. We also need to remove it from hold and release. Now the system created and released the cost transaction to record labor costs, the inventory receipt to record the movement of the assembled food processors to the warehouse location, and the labor transaction in itself. And now when we refresh our order and go to Totals tab, we can see that actual amount, actual section was filled with values which we specified in our transaction. It is different from the planned one because we specified different values. Now we can see that quantity remaining is 0 because we produced already 3 items as we ordered, and that's why the production order status was changed to completed. And now we can close our production order. We just go to more menu and press close, select our order and press process. And now let's go back to our production order to make sure that it was closed. Yes, its status was changed to closed, and that means we have successfully processed the production order.